Lucy.
I've wanted to do this ever since the Olympics.
Do what? Well.
You are truly...
Turn it around.
Oh.
Always directing.
Always directing. You are truly a gold medal wife.
Thank you.
And the inscription reads...
Kiss her, I did. Well, I will in a second.
The inscription reads, Lucy, I love you very much.
Now, Lucy, here comes a moment you'll never forget. Sammy Davis.
Thank you. Your moment of truth has arrived, my dear. Lucille Desiree Ball, beloved daughter of Desiree and Henry Ball, who stopped the world and said, I want to get on in Jamestown, New York. On an August the 6th, this world of ours took little note then, but will long, long remember. Be proud, Lucy, of your legacy. Very proud. Be aware as you sit here among your grateful friends, the sun never sets on Lucille Ball. All over this worried world tonight, nations of untold millions are watching reruns they also watched the first time around. In Iran and Iraq, on this very night, the fighting stops long enough for frightened people to laugh again as you hide the frozen meat in the furnace. In Finland, after a long, hard day at the factory, husbands and fathers are now just settling down to watch the American girl they love the most get half-bombed in her first TV commercial. And in Lebanon, ravished Lebanon, worried parents of many faiths share a common experience with innocent war-torn children who tune in to forget the debris long enough to feed their hungry souls with laughter as you parade down the Champs-Élysées in an outfit that drove the Paris designers to double aperitifs. Across the world, in Singapore, Japan, whole families gather for a Lucy break as laughter erases their problems watching you rehearse your trip to the hospital for television's first birth. And in Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Colombia, Honduras, Guatemala, Peru, San Salvador, Venezuela, and other sunshine countries, laughter crosses friendly and unfriendly borders as you try to keep up with the chocolates on the assembly line. Yes, my dear friend Lucy, you are the one that they love most. Joy requires no translation. God wanted the world to laugh, and he invented you, Lucy. Many are called, but you were chosen. You are an original. You're an original. You are the best at what you do. And as only a friend who knows can say, the best at what you are. Decent, caring, compassionate. And let me tell you something, you never fool me for one bit, nor anyone else who knows you, by putting on the clown's mask. Clown, you are not. All of the funny hats and the baggy pants, the mustaches and the wigs and the pratfalls and the blacked out teeth, they didn't fool us for 1 minute. You see, we saw through all the disguises, and what we found inside is more than we deserve. We love you, and we will always love you. I can only say that the good Lord did us a big favor when he laid you on us. I love you.
That's beautiful. Bravo. Thank you. Thank you.
Why don't you give me a necklace? I don't have any lipstick left.
Lucy, here's Monty Hall again.
Lucille Ball, by allowing Variety Clubs International to televise this wonderful party in your honor, you join our Humanitarian Hall of Fame. Now, in earlier parties like this, we have added new facilities to our children's hospitals dedicated to John Wayne here in our Miami Children's Hospital, Elizabeth Taylor in New York's Flower Fifth Avenue Hospital, Jimmy Stewart in our Minnesota Variety Heart Hospital, Ingrid Bergman in our Des Moines Blank Memorial Hospital, Jack Lemmon in our Buffalo Children's Hospital, Burt Reynolds in the Eggleston Hospital for Children in Atlanta, Carol Burnett here in the UCLA Medical Center in Los Angeles, and the Sinatra Family Wing for the chronically ill in the Seattle Children's Orthopedic Hospital and Medical Center. And now, before we hear from you, Lucy, Burt Reynolds.
Lucy, it's an honor to be here tonight, just to be sitting at this table with you. I'd like to tell the people about the first time that I met Lucy. I was with her lovely daughter, and just an afternoon stroll, and I mentioned the fact that I wanted to meet Lucy, and she said, well, she's a fan of yours, and I said, that'd be fantastic if I could actually go and talk with her. So we drove over to the house and knocked on the door, and you were there with your golf clubs and let us in. And Lucy came down, and she actually took me aside and said, you're a very attractive, very funny, very glib, nice young man. But I think you're a little cocky. I don't want to see you with my daughter. She has a great sense of humor, but this is kind of a coincidence. I never did see Lucy Jr. again after that, from that day on. But Lucy and I are still friends. And I want you to hear a song. We'd like to have everyone listen to the most famous theme song from television. Just a little bit of it. Anytime, Nelson.